First up, we're going to be reviewing our community builds in the Discord server. If you guys don't already know, in the exclamation point Discord server, we post one community member's build every single day. So today we will be reviewing them. Next, after that, we're going to review 3 more Jawa build postings. All right, here we go. Once again, type in exclamation point Discord so you can join us and submit your own build. And just as a quick disclaimer, I saw a couple people asking already, if you don't know how to submit your build, just send a DM to this ZTT builds account. Just copy like this entire template here and paste in your own information, and then send one really good high quality photo, which we will be talking about later during the Jawa section. And then we just pick one randomly. We try to prioritize exclusives, aka Twitch subs and YouTube members. This one is K Marioti's gaming PC from January, rocking a i5 12600K, a Zotac RTX 3070, that twin edge white, and that's of course in the Lian Li 011 Dynamic Mini Snow. He's got the Lian Li fans in there. He's even got those RGB cable extensions, which I still have yet to use in my entire life. He's also got that NZXT Kraken Z53 up there looking, whoo! Can't really see what's on the screen there, unfortunately. It looks like, oh, that is the CPU and GPU temperature. The camera just didn't do a great job of picking it up. But oh my goodness, you know, we already know K Marioti's got the photo taking skills. He's got the build skills. Does anybody have any like problem with this PC? Let's move on to build number 2 here. This is Crazy's $1,005 gaming PC from March. It's rocking a Ryzen 5 5600X, an EVGA XC Ultra RTX 2070 Super, and that's inside the 011 Dynamic Mini. Okay, so this is definitely a different way to go inside an 011. I'm not really sure what's going on with the RGB situation. I do like I like seeing non-Lian Li fans in the 011 just to mix things up a little bit, but I'm not really sure what's going on here with the different colors and also different RGB models here, because like this one has the rear fans, and then there's a whole radiator up there. Like, oh, this is just an NZXT, just the Kraken X model, the X73 360 mil, but okay, still a very solid build. Build number 3, this is Sir Providence Law's $1,100 commission build. Okay, rocking a Ryzen 5 5600X, an Asus Dual RTX 3060, and that's inside an NZXT H510. I like how he put H510 Classic. I guess that's what we're calling that. Very clean build. Would have liked to see some cable extensions here. Picture could use some work on this one as well, but still, it's a pretty tight build here. Like, it actually, no extra cables, like all over the place and whatnot. It's very clean. It looks like a solid commission build, and it looks like, honestly, like a pre-built company did this. Very basic, looking pretty solid. Build number 4, we have another monster here. This is from Painful. This is his Borderlands build from February. This is ridiculous. This is also rocking a Ryzen, yeah, that was the non-mesh version. That's why he said it was the classic version. This is a Ryzen 5 5600X with an EVGA RTX 3060, and that's inside a very, very, very custom NZXT H210. So he actually had somebody build, I think, this front panel with all of like this really cool airflow design. This is not how the H210 looks stock. He built that himself. It looks really good. He also has the Borderlands logo vinyl cut here and on that MSI that MSI Mag Liquid up here, which I really, really like that AIO. The photo is a little blown out. I would have liked to see a little bit better photo taking skills here, but he also has a V1 Tech backplate, which is why he shot from top down instead of the bottom up. And that build is just, yeah, holy cow, insane build. This one looks a little ridiculous. Scrappy says crisp. It's very crisp. EVGA cards always looking good in black and white builds. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, he painted that too, because that would have been what? That would have been black because it's the RTX 3060. He painted that white, like that outline there. That looks really, really cool too, for sure. H210 doesn't have a mesh version. Painful made it mesh. Also, he vinyled the RAM. Oh, he vinyled the RAM too. That's right. Look at that RAM design up there. Very, very cool. He's also got the black and white cable extensions. He went all out on this build. I'm not sure why he made it. It might have been for a friend, I can't remember, but that's build number 4. That one also looks amazing. Build number 5. This is Max's $750 gaming PC. This has a Ryzen 5 1500X. Big fan of that one. Ton of value if you get it at a low price. A GTX 1650, and that's inside a Cooler Master Master Box Lite 3.1. So the case definitely isn't helping him out. He actually did a really, really good job with cable management despite the lack of a case. With any PSU shroud, doesn't look like he has a ton of room for cable management in there, but pretty clean build for what he's working with. Now, $750 seems a little high for a 1500X and a 1650, and especially inside a case like that. But regardless, still a clean build job. Can't complain about that. That looks pretty solid as well. Honestly, this build is very well done. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, people like us appreciate, like, this build might not look super special, but it is. It's well done. You know, it's very clean. Everything is nice and organized. Like, it's solid for what it is. Next is GTX $620 gaming PC from March. This has a Ryzen 5 1600AF, which you guys know I love to see. He also painted the stock Ryzen cooler there and properly rotated it. You know I love to see that as well. He also has an EVGA GTX 1070 SC Gaming in there, and that's inside the Metallic Gear Neo Mini version 2. So also looks like a very tight build here. No PSU shroud on the case, but he still managed to make it look very solid there. That Asus ROG Strix power supply actually matches the color scheme perfectly. The silver on that EVGA graphics card is like the only eyesore of this build. I hate my EVGA graphics cards. I have like a 1070, a 1080, and a 1070 Ti, I think. They all look like this. It's really frustrating. I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want to do this, but this still looks really, really good. That's a nice build, G-Tech. Shawner says, really like this build. Would have liked to see some vinyl or paint to get rid of the silver on the GPU, or more silver in the build. Exactly. Couldn't agree more. Cable management is good in that case, though. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Cable management was bad, says G-Tech. Oh, like bad in the back? It looks good up at the front. It looks good. Like, for not having a power supply shroud, you kept things clean and tight up there. You know, obviously everything else looks good. The SATA, the cable extensions and whatnot, that looks, I think the cable management looks good. It might be a mess in the back, though. If I had a non-modular power supply, it would have been horrible. Yep, for sure. That's what I'm saying. You killed it for what the case offered. The case didn't help you, but you made it clean. Yep, exactly. I would definitely agree with that. Build number 7, another monster, this time from Shawner. This is his $1,300 and $1381. Why can't I say that? $1,381 PC flip from March. Another Ryzen 5 5600X. He's got a Gigabyte RTX 3060 12 gigabyte card in there. That's of course in the O11 Dynamic Mini, and he's got the Lian Li fans all over the place, all white. You know, that white Gigabyte is looking very, very nice in there. That's clean, man. Oh, he's also taking advantage of that Lian Li. I still haven't used this one. The Lian Li AIO. It's a 240. It does have some silver in there, but he actually complemented it with the silver on that. What's that? XPG RAM? Yeah, XPG Spectrix RAM in there. That's looking very, very solid. The lack of rear exhaust fan looks is there a reason you didn't do that? Other than that, it looks very, very good. All black motherboard in there. That's very clean. I also like how he utilized that silver on the graphics card, on the AIO and RAM, like I said, but he also has a little bit of silver on the cable extensions, which are black, white, and silver. Like that. That's a very, very good job of executing white and silver in the same build. I'm proud of you, Shauna. That looks good too. Was custom. I offered to buy an extra fan, but buyer said that was good enough. Was pushing his budget. Well, then there's nothing you could do. I think you maximized the budget. Hopefully he got enough performance out of it, because obviously you threw hundreds of dollars into the aesthetics of a build like this. But of course, Shawner is always on top of his photo aesthetic game and all that. Very, very impressive build there. All right, build number 8 is Kenny's $585 PC flip from March. rocking a Ryzen 5 26. Have they all been Ryzen so far? I think so. Ryzen 5 2600 with the stock cooler painted, properly rotated. You'll love to see that. He's got an EVGA GTX 1650 in there, and that's inside the DIY PC ARGB white case. This is a bad photo, unfortunately, because I would like to see the front of that case. This is the case that has that like Tetris block design up at the front, and I literally just used that, and that video is going to go live on Wednesday on the YouTube channel, and I'm excited to show you guys that. But this build actually looks really nice. He's got the white cable extensions in there. The white and black color scheme really hit the mark, except for that blue Wi-Fi card in there. He's even got the white vinyl action on the power supply. Very solid build, especially $585, 2600 GTX 1650. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Build number 9 is Omar's $868 gaming PC from March. This has an i5-10400F, a Power Color RX 6600 XT inside a GameDeus Talos E2, which is the full ATX size version of that. He also has that ROG Strix power supply again. No vinyl action, just trying to take advantage of that red and black color scheme, which looks pretty good. He is unfortunately suffering from the RGB dilemma that I talk about often. It's really hard to match certain colors. Red is one of them. Like there's a huge difference in the red from this, what is that, Trident? Yeah, Trident Z RAM and the red on the GameDeus case. In real life, it might not look as off as it does in the photo, but other than that, clean build. Would have liked to see some cable extensions. It's a decent angle of the photo. That's actually pretty solid. All right, getting towards the end here, we have Demon Mit's gaming PC. This has an 11700KF, a RTX 3070 Ti, and that's inside a GameDeus Apollos E2 Elite ATX. Now, he does have, that is a Founders Edition RTX 3070 Ti, and like his photo taking skills are 100% on point per usual. I don't think he's doing this build justice. Like, this build would instantly look a lot better if you would have picked one color scheme. I tell you guys that all the time. I don't like this rainbow puke look. Like, the front, like right now where he took this photo, the front is just showing green and blue, and then the rest of these fans are showing every color of the rainbow. The RAM is showing green and purple. It's just, I don't know why people do that. Like, for your photos, use a single color, take multiple photos of different colors, like a white build, a blue build, a green build, a red build. That would have looked so much better. He's not really doing this build justice, unfortunately, with this photo, but this PC is definitely on point and looks really nice. I mean, not really doing his build justice, but it's still a very nice build. For build number 11, we have Bayo's $400 gaming PC with an i5 8400 and a GTX 980 inside a Cooler Master MB320L. I say this all the time. I love how he threw an extra RGB fan in the back because this case only comes with 2. He did a pretty successful job of matching that Founders Edition GTX 980 with that really tough green. I talk about that as well. But the one thing I really don't like about this photo is for some reason he made his entire room green, which I don't recommend doing. Like, if you would have just kept all white lights and then show the contrast of your black PC with a little bit of green in there, that would have made a much better photo. I don't like the whole green look. That just looks weird. It looks kind of edited and not natural. But other than that, pretty solid build. $400 for an 8400 and a GTX 980 is a very, very good value. Just to recap it all, let me know who you guys think is the winner of today's community build challenge. This is number 1, K Mariotti's gaming PC. Number 2 is Crazy's $1,005 gaming PC. Number 3 is Sir Providence's $1,100 commission build. Number 4 is Painful's Custom AF Borderlands build. Number 5 is Max's $750 gaming PC. Number 6 is GTEC's $620 gaming PC. Number 7 is Shauner's $1,300 and 81. Why do I keep messing that up? 1381 PC flip. Number 8 is Kenny's $580 PC flip. Number 9 is Omar's $868 gaming PC. Number 10 is Demon Mit's build. And then number 11 is Bayo's $400 gaming PC. Top 3, we have number 1, K Marioti's build. We got number 4, which is your build. Oh, hold the phone. K Mariotti says, I say Shawner and I tie. Throwing some shade at Painful. Wow. Painful's not even in the running to be a tie. Ooh, very interesting, K Mariotti. All right, here we go. Painful on the lead. Oh, Shawner coming in. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. We got some votes coming in. I'm really digging this new straw poll interface. This actually looks really nice. Like, what is this? Is this brand new? Has anybody ever seen this before? I'm not sure. Painful in the lead with 6 votes over K Mariotti with 5. Sorry, Shawner. In the last running there. The results are going to speak for themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Painful is the winner. I'm sorry, Shawner. Let the record show that if I didn't skip last week's live stream, Shawner would have won that live stream, and then Painful would have won this one. So the true loser, despite what these results say, is actually K Mariotti. He's the legit loser in all of this, unfortunately. But regardless, Painful is the clear-cut winner of today's community builds review. So let's take a look at the full PC. I'll try not to miss anything real quickly, and then we'll move on to the next segment. He has a Ryzen 5 5600, some YOLO Al RGB, 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3600 megahertz, also with the custom vinyl action, as you can see there. He also has a WD-SN 570 500 gigabyte SSD, a WD-SN 570 1 terabyte SSD, a Corsair RM 750, an NZXT H210 with the very, very custom front panel there, an MSI Mag Liquid 280 AIO, which I really like. He also got that vinyl Borderlands logo on there, has some Cooler Master MF120s and 140 fans, and a V1 Tech backplate, also the black and white cable extensions, the Borderlands logo right here, the custom painted graphics card. Beautiful build. Painful with the 10-bit, he says build cost $850, which even, honestly, that makes it even more impressive. You should have shared that when you submitted the build, because this looks really, really good for $850. That is a winner of today's community builds review. Nice job, Painful.